I've had a lot of good customers over the years. I've been blessed.
Mr. Boogie Franklin, where did you grow up?
I was born in Carbon Hill and grew up in Jasper.
Do you remember the very first car you ever sold?
Yeah,
What was it?
it was a Buick.
A Buick?
Yeah.
Looking back, what was the most challenging moment of your career and how did you handle it?
My daddy, when this guy came in one day, I'd been there about 2 days, and he came in and he wanted to see this manager. And Daddy said, "That's him right there." I'd been there 2 days. But he bought 2 cars from me. So,
If you could go back and choose a different career path, would you?
no, I worked for an accounting firm for 3 years, and that was boring. So,
That was too boring for you.
yeah, I always wanted to sell cars. So.
How does the car business today compare to when you first started?
There's more competition. It's a lot harder. Back then, somebody come to buy a car, it was just easier.
What kept you in the car business all these years?
I liked it. I mean, my daddy had the car dealership. I'd always wanted to do it. I worked for an accounting firm for 3 years, and that was boring. So I liked selling cars.
When did you first become known as the Buick Man?
I don't know. Back in the 70s, I'm not bragging, but I was the #1 salesman in the Nashville zone for dealerships our size for 3 years in a row. That was pretty good, I thought.
If you could teach one thing to the next generation, what would that be?
Work hard, come to work early, and enjoy what you do.
Have fun.
Have fun, yeah, that's the most part.
How do you want to be remembered in this business?
Somebody that told the truth, didn't lie to anybody.
Was there anything you want to say to your loyal customers throughout all these years?
I appreciate everybody. I had a lot of great customers, and it was a lot of fun, and I miss them, and I hope they enjoyed doing business with me.
Boogie, we appreciate you, and we love you, and we are wishing you the best retirement.
Love y'all. I enjoyed working here. I've been blessed. I told you about the guy that come to whip my daddy down there on the car lot.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. He was standing out there on the used car lot, and this guy and his son jumped out and come at Daddy with a tire tool. Well, my daddy's left-handed, and he's pretty tough. He knocked that guy crazy, and he was on the ground, and his old boy trying to pick him up. They hopped in the car, and Daddy picked up a brick and knocked the rear window out of the car before they could escape. Uncle Ted, he got mad, but anyway, this guy drove one of the cars, and he kept the keys. He hid the keys. So we're standing on the showroom floor, and I told Buck, my uncle, we're standing there. I said, "Well, I'm gonna ask him where my car keys are, and if he don't tell me, I'm gonna hit him." And so me and Buck was standing there. Daddy wasn't there, thank goodness. The guy walked in. I said, "Where's my car keys?" He said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I smoked him upside the head. He told me where the car keys were.
You got him back.
And Buck come at my uncle. He come out with a knife. There was 2 or 3 of them, And so then we got back outside. My daddy ain't got there, and we was outside, and old guy, about that time, the police chief, old Gant, pulled up behind us, and that guy started hollering about he hit me or something. Gant just grabbed him and threw him in the police car. I'm telling you,
How many fights have you been in at the car lot?
that was the last one.
Okay.
I wasn't much of a fighter. Joe Bob told a guy one time, of course, he caught a guy in his house over there. I might have told you, he had a rental house in West Jasper. He went over there, and this guy had moved in. Well, Joe Bob gets him, puts him in the trunk of the car, and that guy's thinking he's going to take him to strip pit somewhere to kill him. He carried him down to the police station, and went in and told him, said caught this guy in his house, and the guy said, well, where is he? And Joe Bob said, well, he's out there in the car. They was walking out there, and that cop said, there ain't nobody in that car. And Joe Bob said, yeah, he was in the trunk.